What's up, dudes, lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we finally have another deck profile for you, being presented by this man right here, Chris, the Bearded Wonder.
How's it going, guys?
There, guys. I know it looks fishy. You know, you see a lot of Trickstar deck profiles and stuff, but this one is definitely different than probably what you've seen ever from a Trickstar deck.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
yeah, it's just a spicy, like super heavy link spam, like offensive Trickstar deck, which is different from a lot of like the more competitive builds. This is definitely a fun deck, not super competitive, but it definitely can compete with a lot of competitive decks as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
We're just gonna jump right into it, and let me center this bad boy. There we go. All right, Chris, it's all you, man.
All right, so you're gonna be playing the basic Trickstar monster lineup: 3 Candina, 3 Lycris, 1 Lilybell. Some people like to play Lycris at 2. Sometimes you just need it at 3. You never know. But that's pretty standard. For some spicy cards already, we're starting off with spicy cards.
That's right.
We got 2 Collapse Serpent and 1 Wyver Burster, sorry. So Collapse Serpent is, both of them say that you can special summon them from hand as long as you banish the other attribute. So, like, this one's light, this one's dark. Just get the light out, you banish a dark. To get the dark out, you banish a light. Pretty self-sufficient there. And then when they're sent from field to grave, they actually add the other one to hand. So, like, you send the dark to grave, you add the white, and then this one can banish the dark. So it's kind of like a little bit of a loop. But nothing crazy.
Yeah, they're just super plus as far as like link spam cards go. They're really good. A lot of link spam decks don't have like focused attributes because this is mainly just a light and dark deck. These are way better because like one of them is just like a +2 because you literally like summon it, link it away, add another one, summon the next one, link it away, add the first one back. You can't summon that one that turn, but at least you have it for next turn as another monster. So each one, like if you draw a Collapse Serpent, it's like a +2.
Yeah, exactly. Much. And I was thinking about playing at 3 and 2. We just didn't have them.
Yeah, we don't have them on us right now, but if you would, we like them a lot. They're so powerful.
Yeah.
So that playing them at 3 and 2 is probably the best way.
Another card, we have 1 Zephyros. So Zephyros is really nice because if you sent to graveyard, foolish, however, you can return 1 face-up card that you have on the field to hand and then special summon him out for 400 life points. And then you basically just use it with Light Stage, and you return Light Stage a hand. Light Stage can then reactivate because it's now once per turn, and it's literally only 400 life points, so not a big deal. We play 2 Dogman. Dogman's really nice, kind of a free summon. Second effect, if he gets discarded, the downgrade of 1,000 life points to the opponents. Pretty good in Trickstars because they're all weak. But Dogman should probably be Mothman because you get that draw discard. So in case you ever get Zephyros or you have a reincarnation in hand, you get discard for an extra plus.
Yeah, definitely gonna go Mothman over this, or maybe both. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we also thought about the possibility of playing like just straight up almost like Trickstar Danger, where Dangers just help you run through everything. You use your Trickstar engine first to get all those cards out of your hand because you don't really want to discard those usually, to where you just have like cards you want to discard, and then you just run through your Dangers and just plus immensely off those. If you do that, then maybe include Dogman, but I think if you're choosing, I think Mothman's probably better.
Yeah, I think Mothman, even Tsuchinoko.
Tsuchinoko too, especially from deck, but you got to play like
So we have Trickstar, or hand trap lineup. Trickstar. The hand trap lineup, so we got Ash, Droll. Droll, obviously, because reincarnation Droll is still possible. I also play Honest. Honest is only here just because Carabine's not out.
Yeah, Carabine helps the deck a lot with like weird things because especially with like the Zephyros combo, adding back your Light Stage to activate again. Carabine is so nice because it can be a body on board or it can act as like that hand trap. So,
yeah, it's basically like a pseudo Honest.
Yeah,
so.
And sometimes you can't spam as much with like the Light Stage combo because like they can't be normal summon.
Yeah.
Like Reliance. So. If Caribbean was out, you would be able to like special Caribbean first if you control no monsters, then bounce Light Stage, then activate Light Stage, add Candina, normal
exactly.
Candina.
You can just kind of...
It helps combos.
You really spam off with it.
It helps you spam extra.
For the spells, so we have 2 Light Stage, 2 Terraform, or 3 Light Stage, 2 Terraforming. Kind of basic. Would be 3 Terraforming, but, ban lists. I play 2 Called by the Grave because it's called by the grave. It stops with combos,
Stops
hand traps,
yeah.
you know, anything like that. You can banish a Mally from grave to break a combo, something like that. Pretty good. I wouldn't really suggest playing it at 3. Kind of gets cloggy sometimes, but 2 is a good number for me that I found. I play 1 Photon Sink. I actually saw this in a deck profile from Team Sam about the Blue Eyes player. You probably see him a bunch of times. But he played Photon Sink to get out hip, and I thought it would work really well because it boosts your lights. So
yeah, and if you did try and go for a build with more dangers,
yeah, I'd
then
probably
you'd probably
take
drop
it
it just because it makes the hands so much more awkward.
Yeah, you can only special summon lights with it.
Yeah.
So. We play 2 Scapegoat because it's at 2. It's just a great going first card. You set it, end phase. You can activate it or activate it to save some damage. Something like that. Just great to go link spamming. Play 2 Desires as the draw engine. Not gonna play 3. Everyone's telling me to play 3. I always draw Desires into Desires, so it's just 2. I never do it, so it works out for me. Play 1 Foolish for Zephyros. It's great to get Zephyros and Grave right away, so that way you can just kind of start with that combo. 1 Reborn, obviously because it's Reborn. Why not play it? And then last but not least, we have 3 Trickstar Reincarnation and 2 Solemn Strikes as the trap lineup. Solemn Strike, I was thinking about putting in Impermanence. Solemn Strike is really good going first. Going second, not so much. Impermanence is better going second. So it kind of all depends on what you think. Maybe drop it for the 2 extra dangers, something like that.
The deck can go first or second, so like I think if you win the die roll, you're probably going to want to go first, but you still can. This deck, this version of Trickstars has a better chance going second, usually, than like regular Trickstars.
Yeah, exactly. Got my tokens.
Yeah.
From a Scapegoat.
Yeah, that's right, the goats.
So Scapegoat cards, you have 1 Link Rebo, 2 Link Spider, and then you have your 1 Mrs. Radiant. Those are just kind of the generic Scapegoat cards.
Mm-hmm. And the big damage with
yeah.
misses pointing
misses
at
2 Link Spiders.
Yeah.
The 1 hip for Photon Sink. If not, you can just kind of leave hip in there because you have a lot of lights anyways. And hip is a really good card. Sent to graveyard or destroyed and then goes to graveyard. Adds another light to hand. For the Trickstars, I play 1 Holly Angel. Card's great because you can just continuously do burn damage with her special summon arrow effects. And then I play 1 Crimson Heart. Crimson Heart's really nice because you can discard a card, a Trickstar card, and then both players draw a card, so it's a little bit of a way to search. And then if you special summon to one of her zones, you gain 200 life points. Not as relevant, but still kind of good. The Nightmare End package, play Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn. Pretty standard there. Not playing Griffin, not playing Mermaid. No need for him in this deck. You play Triple Burst. Triple Burst is pretty good. It's a nice, fairly generic Link 3. Good for when you have all those darks on field and you can't really do much. Pretty good card. Nice body. Trisbana. Trisbana is really good for back row decks because you can use like some of the special summon effects to special summon to your zones. Don't really care about getting rid of that monster necessarily, depending on the monster.
Reincarnation really makes this card much better just because a lot of decks will have a disruption, but if it's not a like negate on the summon or whatever, then you can chain like a Reincarnation Engrave as a quick effect, summon something out, and still get that back row wipe. Even if they do remove it, you still at least take something with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is nice.
And you take out, their back row at the cost of their life points.
Yeah, it's just super safe in certain situations.
Play Bomber. Bomber's a fairly similar thing. Reincarnation, they kind of spam the field. You Reincarnation to one of his zones. Works out pretty well, and you don't necessarily care about your monsters going back to grave. So, and then the Borals, play Boral Load, Boral Sword. Boral Sword, obviously, for the OTKs. Boral Load, obviously, to get over problematic monsters. That's pretty standard there. Big beaters. This deck can OTK, which is crazy, even without Boral Sword, which is actually pretty insane. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thanks. So it's a pretty crazy deck, guys. If you love Trickstars already, I mean, one of the reasons I love this deck so much is just because the engine itself is like super consistent. I wouldn't call it the most powerful engine, but it's
Yeah.
consistent. It has a really good matchup against certain decks like Altergeist, those back row decks where you can at least snipe the back row. So going second, you can just like start hitting back row with light stage while also like at the same time just building a huge like monster board and then trying to OTK from there.
And then you still have your Trickstars, which always do the burn, so you're always doing some sort of
Yep.
damage and some reactivity.
So that combined with Reincarnation Droll as a possibility is just...
It's just kind of pretty broken right there.
But right there, guys, I think we're going to end it off. Thank you so much for watching there. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more stuff because I got more deck profiles coming. I'm actually about to record a deck profile myself right after this one. But yeah, thank you again. Thank you again. Chris, you got anything you want to say before I let you go?
I just want to say thanks and keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
Thanks, man. Bye, guys.